should have known it wouldn't end with yesterday. People like Kim Taehyung don't let things go. The corridor was louder than usual after lunch. I had just turned the corner when someone's shoulder checked me hard enough that my book slipped from my grip. They hit the floor. Laughter followed. I looked up and it was Steven, a member of Kim Taehyung's famous group, rich, loud, and pathetic. Stephen, well, he said loudly, kicking one of my notebooks farther away. Guess she's not that steady after all. A few students stopped walking. I crouched to pick my things. He nudged my hand with his shoe. Stephen, oops, he mocked. I just stepped on dirt. He smirked. My fingers tightened around the notebook. I stood up slowly. Wine, pick it up. I gritted my teeth. He blinked, then laughed. Excuse me? Wine, you kicked it. Pick it up. My voice was firm. The hallway went quieter. Stephen stepped closer. Stephen, you think you can order me? His cool guy aura disappeared. Wine, I think basic manners aren't that difficult. I stated firmly. His smile dropped. Stephen, you have gotten too comfortable. He gritted his teeth. Wine, and you have gotten too used to hiding behind someone's. That hit something in him as his jaw tightened. Stephen, say that again. He seemed visibly agitated now. Wine, you hurt me. I smirked, enjoying his reaction. He leaned down slightly so his face was level with mine. Stephen, you walk around like you're untouchable, he said low enough that only nearby students could hear. Like you forgot what happens to people who cross us. Wine, I didn't forget. I just stopped caring, I replied calmly. Stephen, you're only loud because Faye hasn't told you to shut up yet. His nose still flared. Wine, I don't wait for his permission to speak. My blood boiled at his audacity. Murmurs spread. Stephen's had suddenly wrapped around my upper arm tightly. Stephen, lower your voice, he warned, his hand suddenly wrapped around my upper arm tightly. Wine, take your hands off me, I shouted in anger. Stephen, or what? He laughed in my face. His grip tightened. Pain shot up my arm. Wine, let go of me, I shouted, trying to jerk his hard grip. His other hand lifted closer to my face, and if that the intention was clear, I gritted my teeth, ready to bang my head on his if he crossed the limit. The corridor went completely silent before his hand could move any further. He was jerked backward violently. His grip on me broke instantly. Gaps occurred. Kim Taehyung had him by collar. Stephen stumbled as he was dragged several steps down the corridor like dead weight. Kim Taehyung didn't speak, didn't shout. He shoved Stephen hard against the lockers. The metal slammed so loudly that many students flinched. Taehyung's had tightened in his collar. He didn't speak, just stared at him unblinking. Stephen said something, but due to his distance, I couldn't hear. Kim Taehyung leaned closer. He was still silent, but the warning in his eye was unmistakable. Stephen swallowed. His hands slowly raised in surrender. Kim Taehyung's gaze flicked briefly toward me just once, then back to Stephen. His jaw locked so tight the muscle twitched. He said something low, too quiet for me to hear, but I saw the effect immediately. Stephen's face drained of color. Kim Taehyung released him with a sharp shove. Stephen didn't argue, he didn't mock, he didn't even look at me. He walked away stiffly. The corridor remained frozen. The devil finally turned towards me. As our eyes met, I expected something, anger, demand, or a lecture. Instead, he just stood there. Wine, I don't need you to do that. I can handle myself. I stepped forward, anger still burning hot within me. He didn't respond. Wine, you think dragging like that fixes everything? His gaze sharpened slightly. That's exactly the problem, I continued. You think you're allowed to control everything around me. His expression didn't change, but the silence felt heavier. A few students were still watching. He took one step closer, not threatening, not gentle, just close enough that the air shifted. Didn't raise his voice, but when he finally spoke, it was quiet and steady. No one touches you, he stated in a firm voice like a law. The certainty in his tone makes my stomach twist. Why? I don't need you or anyone for protecting myself. I wasn't scared. I gritted my teeth. I know. That answer came instantly, no hesitation, and for some reason that unsettled me more than if he had shouted. Wine, then stop interfering. I demanded. His gaze moved briefly over my arm where Stephen had grabbed me. His jaw tightened again, then he looked back at me. His eyes were unreadable. He didn't argue further, didn't debate. He just held my stare for a long second, then stepped back. Why, next time I said coldly, let me fight my own battles. His eyes darkened slightly at that. You won't get a next time. His voice wasn't angry or loud, just final, and that was worse. He turned and walked away. The corridor slowly came back to life. My arm still ached where Stephen had grabbed it, but the heavier weight sat somewhere else because this wasn't protection. It wasn't kindness, and what exactly was it? I don't want to know. To be continued.